Well, South Hastings is not the birthplace of baseball, but it's been played here for many years. Welcome to YourTV coverage of South Hastings Baseball League action for their 2025 season, which is their 92nd in existence. I'm Dan Maloney, along here at Jim Uens field side with Brock Ormond. And Brock, kicking off the season here is this evening is Uens Pole line playing against Reed Young Guns, and we're looking forward to a good game.
For sure, Dan, and these two teams have got a bit of a rivalry going. They met in the championship back about a decade ago. Both these teams actually are the last two standing finalists, both losing to the Bain Excavating, now Rhino Lining Rockies in 2023 and 24 in Uens and Reed's case specifically. So should be a pretty good matchup here, and you got to expect that both these teams will be coming out right out of the gate because they're two of the top teams in the league.
And as we're going to get underway here, and there's the pitch, and called a strike. Lovely field here in Marysville. They put a lot of work into it the last few years, rather in Tyndonega here, Jim Uens Field, Brock.
Yeah, it's got the new scoreboard. It's all decked out there. Got all these diamonds around the area too, which is so amazing. This whole facility has just really grown over the last number of years, but specifically in the case of this field, mainly used for South Hastings ball. A couple of minor ball fields dotted around for the Tyndonega Minor Ball Association. So it's really outstanding stuff here, and these teams get a lot of good use out of it in the summer months from May to about September.
And there's a strikeout to start things off here for exactly right. So leading off is Ty Monroe for the Uens, and he's a lefty on lefty here, so we'll see how this matchup looks. First one's a high fastball for a strike, swinging strike. And there's a ball hit up the center, and we've got our first base hit as Brady Farrell picks it up in center field and gets it back in.
18 years of age, which makes it even better.
Well, there's a swing and a low pitch, and that's the inning. So no runs on one hit, and after one complete inning, we have a 0-0 tie with Uens taking the field for the second inning. One hit through one inning here, Brock.
Yeah, and it's a 7-inning game as well. So for those that are just tuning in and maybe aren't aware of South Hastings or maybe haven't actually had a chance to see a game, it's a 7-inning game. So it's not 9 innings like you'd see in a major or minor league type of situation, but it's 7 innings during the regular season. And if there is a 10-run difference between the top or bottom of the 5th inning, then it is deemed a win for whoever is up, and that's on the mercy rule. So. But I can't imagine, Dan, we're going to see a mercy rule in this type of a game unless something nutty. Catcher Brent Bamber, another guy that can smash a baseball. We won't see him, though, until next inning.
Sugarman just pokes his ball out on that one, and it falls in for a single. And not very far, but held up at third base as Asselstein had to, or Abrams rather, had to just hold. So Curtis Short has pitched himself into a little bit of a jam here, giving up that leadoff walk. Oh, very high pitch, and it bounces away off of one of the uprights, and there's a play at the plate, and he's safe. So both runners advance on that wild pitch.
Still sitting in good position with a man in scoring position.
And there's a ball looped to the third base, but it gets underneath his glove, and that's safe. So Rob Campbell gets to first base, and holding his ground at second base was Joe Sugarman. He didn't want to run into an out there. Batter.
Yes.
Curtis Short trying to pitch his way through this. Scores again. He lays down a bunt, and it gets past the pitcher, but Rosati gets it to first base that time. Oh, but it's over a low throw, and coming around to score on that was Sugarman.
Yeah, to take advantage of any errors too.
So 2-2, and he just lays it down to the first base, which is taken by himself, and that was a put out, but he gets an RBI across the field there. Can't see who it is warming up, but they may be looking to bring in some relief.
Young Guns, and there is Brady Farrell, brother Corey, of course, on this team as well.
So he stands in, left-handed batter, but they'd like to bring that other run in, and there goes Cambridge going for third, and the ball gets away, comes to the outfield, and he is aggressively coming home, and there's the play.
And Bamber's throw just a little bit off the mark. Get a wide view here. Cambridge has so much speed too. He's got speed on the ice, and he can move with his feet too. And the The throw goes wide, and a tough inning for Nick Rosati, who misses one down there. But McCambridge does get in to score, and Reed is off and running here, up 4-0 here in the second inning.
Yeah, Brady Farrell still at the bat. And takes a pitch high. And there's a ball hit to the second baseman, comes up with it, and flips to first for the out. So that's the end of the top half of the inning. Left-handed, lefty on lefty again, left-handed batter. There's the pitch, swinging it right away. Up the middle, shortstop cuts in front of second base, and across to first for the out. So a good slick play there.
You know, doesn't drain quick, so it kind of leaves the field looking muddy and wet, but what a pitch by Kyle Oliver again to get Noah Ferguson, and a 1-2-3 inning for Reed coming off of the 4-run top half of the second. Excellent stuff from the young guns so far. Yes,
for sure. Exactly what they want to do, get their guys off the field, get their bats going again, try and add to their 4-run lead. So after 2 complete innings, it is 4-0 for the Reed Young Guns, as coming to bat in the top of the third is Uens. You know, that is a pitching change here. Sorry, that's number...
that's Mark Rosati.
Yeah, 31 Mark Rosati is in there, so we'll see if he can turn the momentum a little bit here.
Have you? Yeah. Every time there's a Uens game, you always seem to hear Mark Rosati's name pitching. 6 innings of 3-hit shutout ball. 5 innings of 1-run, 4-hit ball. He's just consistent when it comes to pitching and when it comes to having success for his team and getting results.
So Eric Abrams.
And of course, the Young Guns trying to hand Uens his first loss of the season, 4-0 coming into this one tonight.
And there's a pitch. So Mark Rosati struck out Rob Campbell to end the top of the third inning.
Pretty much the first run through this lineup without allowing too much of anything in terms of hits or runs. In fact, just the 1 hit in the first 2 innings.
Well, Nick Rosati stands in, right-handed batter. He takes a rip at it, and it goes foul. Like nothing better than to cash it in and break that goose egg. There's a ball hit to the outfield again. It looks like another gap. That's trouble for the outfielders again. Splits and plays off the fence. And they're getting the ball back into second base. So that's a nice piece of hitting. A long single there by Jake Osborne.
Yeah, of Aaron Whalen, a former player here.
There's the pitch. There's the bat on the ball. Goes to the second baseman. Picks it up easily, and the flip over to McGinnis at first. So that's the end of the inning. But a couple of good hits by the Uens. They've broken the goose egg, so they got 1 run on 2 hits. And McGinnis puts the ball in play, and that falls in for a clean single right up the middle. So a good start here in the 4th inning for Reed Young Guns as their coach, Brent McGinnis, first. And there's a ground ball to the first baseman. He's able to get 1, and it going home, trying to make an out, and he could not. No force play at home plate.
You just very faintly hear Taylor Thorne call that.
There's a ball hit to the shortstop. It's a hot shot. He's going to have to come up with it, and he keeps it in the infield. But we'll have to mark that one a single for... there's a fly ball hit to the center fielder, and comes up for the 3rd out, as tracking that all the way was Jake Osborne, number 19. But the Reed Young Guns tack on 2 more runs. There's another pitch. There's a ball hit. It's a single that drives in a couple. Out to right field. So good bit of hitting there by Rosati, going the other way. Wasn't able to catch up with the fastball. So shortened up his swing a little bit, put it in play. And there's 2 more runs for Uens. So 6-3 is the score here, 1 out. There's the pitch, a ball up the middle, and it gets to second base, and for 1 out, and that's it, but a run does come in to score. There's the pitch, and there's the ball coming out here to the left fielder, tagging at third. Well, that's the 3rd out with a hit. There's a low pitch, and he's coming to 3rd, and it looks like he might, the ball gets away from Rosati at 3rd base, off his glove, and Sugarman slides in on what could have been a close play, but he makes it to 3rd base.
Yeah, it took 1 big extra hop there and hit 3rd base line.
He's looking to cash in this one. There's a pitch, and on the outside corner, good pitch from Osborne. So that's a strikeout to end the 5th inning. Here he comes with the next pitch. And a ball going to the outfield. Tracking down by the right fielder. Oh, he dropped the ball. It looks like he misjudged that. And ball gets into second base. He was hustling all the way.
Exactly what you should be doing when that ball's up there, because you just never know. And that's one of those things. These guys are outstanding ball players, but they're not infallible, and sometimes that's going to happen. So tough luck there for the Young Guns.
Now Wyatt Asselstein, the right fielder, missed that one. And there's a ball hit to the outfield. It looks like a gapper, and that's going to score a run as Bateman chugs into second base with a stand. Well, he slid into second base with a double, but he drove in Kyle Ball, and now we have a 6-5 ball game.
Yeah, so the error comes back to bite the Reed.
So 1-1. There's the pitch. Put in the air. Coming out to the right fielder. Flags it down and runs the ball back in.
Needs a couple of big strikes and a couple of big outs to keep this game in his hands.
There's another ball up the middle off the shortstop's glove. That's going to cash in a run. He cuts off the throw to the plate. The runner was already in, so a good piece of hitting there by Josh McLeod. There's a ground ball to the third baseman and over to first, and Brett McGinnis corrals it. So that's the end of the inning. So 5 complete here as Nick Rosati grounded out. So chokes up a little bit on the bat. Osborne with the pitch and a swing and a miss. High and away, so. And there's a swing and a miss, so sandwiched around that double. Eric Abrams strikes out the side. It's just what
And welcome back to Jim Uens Field in Tynananga for the decisive 7th inning of the South Hastings Baseball League game between the Reed McGinnis Water Solution Young Guns and Uens Pole Line Construction. As Jake Osborne remains in the mound, hangs one.
Abrams chops it to third base. Rossetti comes up with it, making the throw across and gets him by half a step.
The way he throws or where he pitches.
And he brought some heat on that one for the strikeout. The last couple were a little bit slow curveballs, but that one he blew right by him, and Sugarman could not catch up to it. So good eye by McLeod to take it. Looks like a full count here. He rocks and fires, and it was a called third strike, so he struck out Josh McLeod to end things here, so the teams can go home happy. I'm sure the Uens Pole Line, who were down 6-1 at one point, Brock, happy to come away with a 6-6 victory. Started out strong, did Reed, but they gave up some runs late, and that's how it ends. So after 7 complete innings, it's Reed Young Guns 6, Uens Pole Line 6.